Hi, welcome to Medicine Crow Tarot. Thanks for being here today. This will be a general love and relationship reading for those in separation as it applies to your sun, moon, and rising sign. Since it's a general reading, the energies may not apply equally to everyone, but if it resonates with you, I invite you to like and or subscribe. If it doesn't, please don't try to make it fit, just take what feels right and forget the rest. The energies of this reading may apply to either you or the other person. Also, please keep in mind that these are general energies and are not meant to replace your own personal intuitive knowing when it comes to your own life. Okay, let's start the reading. Hi Taurus, welcome to your October 2019 relationship reading for those of you who are in separation right now. You can either be in a stable relationship but separated from your partner for one reason or another, or you may be actually working towards a stable relationship with someone but not yet arrived. Okay, so these are the energies. If you're already in a stable relationship and you're not in separation, then this is not the energy for that. Or if you're just interested in someone but you actually haven't talked yet with them, then this is not the energy for that as well. Okay, well, that was quick. This is the overall energy we're looking at here for where they are in regards to you specifically. We have the Seven of Cups, okay? So this is like hopes and dreams. It's also confusion, all right? I feel like with this deck, they lean more towards the positive side of that interpretation. So let's have a closer look at the energy around their headspace, and that should give us a little bit better idea of where your person is regarding you, Taurus. Okay, we've got the Happy Family card, so that is the optimistic side. The hopes and dreams part of the card. I feel like where there can be an element of confusion related to the hopes and dreams, this is probably what's manifesting here. In their headspace, their energy is hopeful regarding you, Taurus, specifically. So they are looking at this optimistically mentally, hoping that this is something that's meaningful, but maybe not quite sure yet if that's what they're really looking at. Let's see what their heart space is bringing energetically to the situation. Okay, and here we have the card Blessed. It is number 22, which is kind of cool because that's 11 plus 11. But it did appear in the challenged position. Okay, so in their heart space, there is a challenge to this optimistic overall vibe that they have, and I feel like that's probably why the Seven of Cups came up, is because there is a bit of a challenge to the energy. It's not just straight up happy family energy. There's something else working against them that comes from more of a heart perspective rather than the head perspective. And so in this case, what it says in the guidebook is, humility is called for now, as grace is an unearned gift. You didn't gain this by your own desires or actions. To be who you need to be, you can no longer do what you did. In a way, you have hit rock bottom, and what is required now is nothing less than total surrender. Then you will be blessed. So it looks like they've gotten themselves emotionally into a certain way of approaching you, like maybe not, yeah, probably actually you, but it could also be the specific situation that you represent, and that it's a relationship that's headed their way. But I feel like this is probably something that they've developed with what you bring into their life and into their awareness. So mentally they're thinking this could be something really good, but in their heart there's a bit of ego still attached, and that's kind of forming a bit of confusion energy, even though this is the optimistic form of hopes and dreams here. They're optimistic even though their heart has that doubt. So it's a very human position to be, a little bit confused between what the head says and what the heart says as well. And in this case, they're both in an optimistic situation, but probably there's just some old attachment that they're emotionally connected to that's causing them a bit of confusion. So let's have a look at what they're thinking about the relationship itself. Okay. So in terms of the relationship itself, we have the Six of Swords. Okay. And you can see there's like some sort of fortress or temple or, like a monastery or just a huge successful city in the background. The Six of Swords, it's a card of moving on from something that used to be painful and into something, the energy of moving from that. So, obviously this is a separation reading. In terms of the relationship itself, this person is thinking about moving away from the pain that had caused the separation, right? And that's what's sitting here in this heart space, right? It's that pain connected to their old way of doing things, their old habits, their old opinions or outlook on what it is that you're bringing to the situation. Okay, Taurus? Let's have a look at their headspace, though, in regards to this overall energy towards the relationship. Okay. Fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel. So I'm going to have to look at the guidebook for that card, see what their actual outlook is on it. The good thing is he's not appearing in a challenge position. It says self-expression and speaking your truth. Gabriel holds his trumpet in one hand and a beautiful orb of blue light in the other. He is sending powerful energy to your throat center, acknowledging your power to communicate and your readiness to do so. This angel opens you up to truthful expression, both with yourself and others. You may have had trouble with expressing emotions and ideas in the past, but Gabriel is here to tell you that your soul longs to take this leap now. Be aware that true communication includes how you speak to yourself, so never deny your profound integral value. Speak up for yourself. Write in your journal. Let your words flow. Now is the time to express yourself freely and fully, and the universe always honors your choice to do so. This card could also indicate that a communication project is coming, or a time of heightened communication with spirit and telepathy with others. So it is about the throat chakra, that is the fifth chakra, which is communication, speaking your own truth. And I like that this card talked about speaking truth to yourself. So this is a time of honesty for your person. Whether they need to express the feelings around the separation, whether they need to confront some inner truths for themselves, or a combination of these things, this is the energy that they are working with in their mind concerning moving on in this relationship. So that's actually really good. It's like a self-honesty card, and that reflects itself in the outer part of their environment. Okay, so this is great. This shows that this person probably, the reason for the separation is something that this person was either holding within, or withholding, I should say, information or truth, something of that nature about themselves, or about something in the relationship that they just weren't able to express earlier, but they've arrived at a position now where they can talk about it, they can express it, and they feel a great need to in their mental space. So let's see how their heart energy contributes to this. Okay, we've got the Mending card, which is actually just such a lovely card. It's just such a tender energy. And it is just like it sounds, but again, the heart seems to be in a state of challenge right now. So it's like this person is having an argument in their brain. An argument in their overall energy between their brain and their heart. So you can see their mind is trying to make the decisions of what is the right thing and how to move forward optimistically, but the heart is kind of holding on to something, and it's causing challenge energy that's lending a bit of confusion as they attempt to move on from something in the relationship that has been painful for them. So when this card appears reversed, let's see what it says. It says, heartbreak is a strange healer of souls. Our grief strips away our masks and loosens our tight hold on our separateness, where we view ourselves as I and the world as it. Loss allows us to see ourselves as part of a larger scheme, opening us up to sympathy, empathy, and dependence on others in the moment when we can't hold ourselves together, and it leads us to become one with the greater whole again. Pain and suffering is part of life, and none of us will be immune to it. Can you view this loss, this pain, this dissonance as a way back to source? Let your sorrow break your heart wide open. You will never be left behind. You are loved, now more than ever, by Spirit, who does not want you to feel alone. One day you will look back and know this truth. So it looks like this person has been feeling lonely. They've been feeling disconnected. They've been feeling disconnected from themselves, disconnected from others, and most of all, disconnected from the divine energy, the higher truth. But they're realizing this, and because of this disconnection, this loneliness, and this pain that they've been going through, that's the thing that's pushing forward this energy movement towards a new, better energy, moving onward from the pain. So this is actually good. This person is in a position of making progress and moving forward. And that's what you always want to see when you're in a relationship that's in separation, is that the other person is actually making progress within themselves. So let's check in with you, Taurus, to see where your actual energy is right now regarding the situation. We've got the Fool. And sometimes the artwork here is a bit exotic. But it's kind of like, the Fool energy is the energy of going forward. It's the energy of moving ahead into something that you might not know what lies there. And actually in this case, because his head is kind of tilted and he's got that hand up, there's a bit of a protective stance there. So it's almost like your energy is pushing forward despite the risk. So I think that both you and your person are approaching this with a good attitude, but knowing that there are inherent obstacles still to deal with. And so, having that a little bit of defensive posture going on there. Okay, so real quick, let's see how the energetic conversation is going to manifest itself from your person's point of view. Okay, and here we get the angel of vision. Someone is not revealing part of the story. Trust your feelings over what others say. So this is definitely a card of going to your inner knowing. And for your person, this is the way they're going to be manifesting in the coming month of October in 2019. They are looking forward to an intuitive sense, and my guess is that they're connecting to that intuition, but that they're probably getting input as they try to express themselves to their friends and their support group that goes against what their intuition is telling them. And actually, I would even suggest that might be part of why this energy has been painful and why the energy has been challenged here, is that they're looking for support from their normal sources. And that those sources are maybe giving them discouraging information, like not supporting the healing of the relationship, but maybe encouraging this person to move away. And their intuition is saying, that doesn't quite ring well with me, and I'd rather not do that, but how can I trust myself when I've made mistakes in the past, or these people know more than me, or these kind of challenges coming up. But it feels like they're moving into a space of trusting themselves over trusting those voices from before. So with your energy being optimistically going forward, let's see how you can leverage that energy for your best development on your side of the fence in this situation. And here we have the angel of support. The universe has heard your silent call for help. Okay, so I feel like with the Fool card sitting here, wanting to go forward, but kind of not really knowing how to, and having this defensive energy here of like, yes, going forward, but maybe like, is this really the best thing for me to do, or whatever it is that's causing you to feel vulnerable in this energy of moving forward. The universe is saying, hey, we've got your back. We know this is scary for you, but we want you to be aware, nurture the awareness of support that is coming from the universe, coming from your higher self and the divine energy. Whatever your spiritual connection is to bettering yourself, that energetic source, whether you call it God or your guardian angels or whatever it is, they've got your back. In this case, they're saying this is the correct thing for you to do. We understand you feel challenged, and we're here to support you. Okay? So let's do a card, the light and the darkness. And that's for if you do, because you are taking kind of a brave step here, and the universe wants you to feel supported. So let's see if this card can help. This is going to be your light in the darkness. When you feel the challenge coming at your hope and you're feeling discouraged, this is the energy that you can refer to. And I'm using Alana Fairchild's Rumi Oracle deck for this. And I encourage you to actually go to her website to look up the meaning of this. Just Google the Alana Fairchild Rumi Oracle deck and look up Enter the Garden of Delights, card number 28. And the reason I say that is because she goes into more detail than what I'm going to go into. I will refer to the book, but there's a lot that she says there, and it's really in depth and quite beautiful. Take a moment to really kind of focus on it and give your time to maybe meditate on the message that she gives there. In the meantime, I am going to read a portion of it, just an excerpt out of it. It says here, this oracle comes to you with a message. A new day is dawning for you. This is a time when the past will very soon cease to have any hold over you. Celebration is imminent. You are invited into the golden light of divine plenty. Put your worries behind you now and step into your divine inheritance, where all is sorted according to kindness and grace. So the universe truly has your back, and they're saying this situation is going to resolve soon. I never like to put timelines on things, so when the divine says soon, I just let it be what it needs to be. But it is coming, and I feel like they're saying, hey, tune into this. Tune into the optimism of this garden of delights. The abundance that you feel like you should experience in a relationship is coming towards you. The universe has your back. A lot of times when this type of energy comes up in a reading, where you're feeling like you're needing to go forward, but there's some doubt here, I think that's one of those times where it's not going to happen as soon as you want. And so you just need to dial into that support energy from the divine, and it will boost your optimism. Okay, work on grounding yourself, all those types of things. Whatever prayer or meditation means to you, to check in with your higher self, do that. Make sure that you're focusing on that. Okay, Taurus, this has been your October 2019 relationship reading for those of you who are in separation. I hope it has resonated with you. If so, please like, share, or subscribe. I invite you to leave a comment if you can. This is a brand new channel, so you might be the only comment. But it would still be cool if it resonated with you to share with how it has resonated with you. I hope it has. And I hope to see you again the next time on Medicine Crow Tarot. Thanks a lot.